Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear students. Assalamu alaikum. This is Tariq Amin, lecturer, Department of English, Kuwait University of Science and Technology, Kuwait. A very warm welcome to the course of Functional English. This is video number 2 of the lecture number 26. And our today's topic is the use of modal auxiliaries. Discussion agenda of today's class include, first of all, we will read modals. After that, we will discuss defective verbs, and then can, could, may, might, and then we will discuss shall, should, will, would, and then must, ought to, need, dare, used to, etc. And let's discuss modal verbs. Modal verbs are used before ordinary verbs. They are used before ordinary verbs and express meanings such as permission. They express permission, possibility, certainty, and necessity. And they are used before ordinary verbs. And they express such meaning such as permission. They express permission, possibility, certainty, and necessity. Need and dare can sometimes be used like modal verbs. Need and dare are also sometimes used like modal verbs. Sometimes these auxiliary verbs, these modal verbs, are termed as defective verbs. Sometimes they are called defective verbs. Why they are termed as defective verbs? Because some parts are wanting in them. The first one is they have no s in the third form, and the third person singular, and they don't have no infinitive and ing form. They don't have infinitive form, they don't have ing form, and they don't take s in the third person singular. These parts are wanting in them. That is why they are called defective verbs. Let's discuss can and may. Can usually express possibility, usually express ability or capacity. For example, I can swim across the river. In this example, the modal verb can is used in it to show the ability or the capacity of a person that he or she can swim across the river. So it shows ability, or it shows, we can say that, ability. He has the ability to swim across the river. Can you lift this box? It shows ability, it shows capacity. Do you have the ability to lift this box? And can and may are used to express permission. They are also used to express permission. For example, and between these two, among these two, formal, which one is more formal? May is more formal as compared to can. When you want to take permission, you should prefer the use of may instead of can. For example, you can go now, you may go now. Both express permission, but may is more formal. Can I borrow your umbrella? May I borrow your umbrella? Both are used to express permission, but the use of may looks more formal. The use of may is more formal. We should say, may I borrow your umbrella? And may is used to express possibility in affirmative sentences. It is used to express possibility in affirmative sentences, whereas can is used in the corresponding interrogative and negative sentences. It is used in the corresponding negative and interrogative sentences. Let's discuss some examples. It may rain tomorrow. We can see that it may express possibility in affirmative sentence. This is an affirmative sentence. It is neither interrogative nor negative sentence. Rather, it is an affirmative sentence. And in this example, the modal verb may has been used to express possibility that it might rain tomorrow. And he may be at home. Once again, may has been used in the affirmative sentence in order to show possibility. It is possible that he might be at home. He may be at home. Can this be true? And we can see that the modal verb can has been used in interrogative sentence. And it cannot be true. It is used in the corresponding interrogative and negative sentence. Can this be true? Someone asks the question that, can this be true? Another person says that it cannot be true. It has been used in the corresponding negative sentence. It in very formal English, may is used to express a wish. May is also used to express a wish. For example, may you live happily and long. This is the sentence that most of the time we use in our daily life. That we say that may you live long, may you live long. When we say this, may you live long, actually we want to express a wish. We wish that you may live long. And may success attend you. May success attend you. It also expresses a wish. Could and might are used as the past equivalents of can and may. Could is the past equivalent of can and might is the past equivalent of may. I could swim across the river when I was young. It also shows the ability, but in the past, I could swim across the river when I was young. Could is the past equivalent of can. It shows ability, that I was able to move across the river when I was young. And he said I might go. He said I could go. It expresses permission. I thought he might be at home. It expresses possibility. Might expresses possibility in this example, and might is the past equivalent of can. I thought he might be at home. In negative statements, however, either could or were able to may be used. In negative sentences, we can use could or was able to or were able to. For example, I could not solve the puzzle. It was too difficult. If I couldn't solve the puzzle, it was too difficult. Instead of it, we can say I was not able to solve the puzzle. It was too difficult. So we can use was able to or were able to in negative sentences as well. Shall, should, will, would. Shall is used in the first person. It is used in the first person, and will in all persons to express pure future. They are used to express pure future, and shall is used in the first person and will is used in all person. Today, I shall, we shall is less common than I will. Nowadays, people use will instead of shall. I shall be 25 next birthday. I will be 25 next birthday. So both of them refer to pure future. We will need the money on 15th of this month. It also refers to pure future. And we shall see you. We shall see. When shall we see you again? Once again, it refers to pure future. And we can see that shall is used with we. In the second example, will is used with we. So will is used with all person and shall is used with first person. You will see that I am right. In this example, will is used with you and refers to express pure future. Shall is sometimes used in the second and third person. It is sometimes used in the second and third persons to express a command. So shall is also used to express a command. For example, command. It can also be used to express promise. It can also be used to express threat. For example, he shall not enter my house again. It expresses command. He shall not enter my house again. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. You shall have a holiday tomorrow. It expresses promise. And you shall be punished for this. It expresses threat. So shall can be used sometimes in the second person and sometimes in the third person in order to express a command. In this example, shall is used with second person. Shall is used with second person. And in the first example, shall is used with third person in order to express command. Questions. with shall we or shall I are used to ask the will of the person addressed. When you start your question with shall we or shall I, actually you want to ask the will of the person addressed. For example, shall I open the door? We can see that this interrogative sentence starts with shall I, and in this example, actually, the speaker wants to ask the will of the person addressed. And do you want me to open it? And which pen shall I buy? Once again, in this example, shall I buy? What is your advice? You ask the will of the person. You ask the person that which pen shall I buy? What do you say? What is your advice? Where shall we go? Where shall we go? What is your suggestion? In this example, in this question, the speaker actually wants to ask the suggestion of the person. Ask a request for suggestion that where shall we go? What do you think? What would be the best place for us? Where shall we go? Will is used to express volition. Number one, it is used to express volition. For example, I will carry your book. I am willing to carry your book. I am willing to carry your book. In this example, will is used to express volition. And I will try to do better next time. I promise to do better next time. I'm willing. Okay, I will succeed or die in this attempt. It means I am determined to succeed or die in this attempt. So in all these examples, will is used to express volition, will and volition. It is also used to express a characteristic habit. For example, he will talk about nothing but films. It shows the characteristic habit of a particular person that he always talk about films. He does not talk about anything else. He does not talk about anything. He always talk about films. She will sit for hours listening to the wireless. It also shows the characteristic habit of a particular girl that she always listens to the wireless. It shows the characteristic habit. Apart from it, it is also used to express assumption or possibility. How? Let's discuss example. This will be the book you want, I support. I suppose. It shows probability. It shows probability. This might be the book. I suppose this is the book that you want. That will be the postman, I think. It also shows assumption. It shows probability that that person might be the postman. Should and would are used as past equivalents and shall, past equivalents of shall and will. Like could and might are the past equivalent of shall, can and may. Similarly, should and would are the past equivalents of shall and will. For example, he said he would be 25 next birthday. It also refers to future. She said she would carry my books. She would sit for hours listening to the wireless. So it shows past habit. Should is used in all persons to express duty or obligation. It is used to express duty or obligation. And it is used in all persons. Like, we should obey the law. It is obligatory for us to obey the law. It is our duty to obey the laws. Laws are made for we people and we should obey the laws. It is obligatory for us to obey the laws. You should keep your promise. It is our duty. It is obligatory for us to keep our promises. That is why you should keep your promise. And we can see that should is used with we and you, and we can also see that should is used in this example with children. Children should obey their parents. It is obligatory for children to obey their parents. So should is used in all persons. Another is must, ought to. Must is used to express necessity or obligation. For example, you must improve your spelling. It is necessary for you to improve your spelling if you want to get good grades. You must improve your spelling. It is necessary for you to improve your spelling. And we must get up early. It is obligatory for us. It is necessary for us to get up early in the morning. This is very much important point. That is why it has been written in red fonts. That must refers to the present or the near future. It is used to refer to the near future or present. To talk about the past, we use had to. We used had to. The past form of have to. Must has no past form. When you want to talk about the past, you should use had to instead of must, because must does not have past form. Must has no past form. Yesterday we had to get up early. We can't say that yesterday we must get up early because it refers to past. We should say yesterday we had to get up early. Ought to expresses moral obligation or desirability. For example, we ought to love our children. It is morally obligatory for us to love our neighbors. We ought to love our neighbors. It is obligatory for us to love our neighbors, and we ought to help him. It is necessary for us to help him. It is obligatory for us to help him. You ought to know better. And used to, the auxiliary used to is used to express a discontinued habit. It is used to express a habit, but discontinued habit. For example, there used to be a house there. There used to be a house there. It says that there used to be a house. In the past, there was a house, but the house might not be there right now. The house is not there right now. There used to be a house. There used to be a house, but it is not present over there. I used to live there when I was a boy. It expresses continued habit, that I used to live there in a particular room, but now I don't live there. I used to live there when I was a boy, but now I don't live there. References: High School English Grammar, Byron and Martin, 5th edition. You can consult this book for this lecture. Thank you very much for listening to the video. Allah Hafiz.